Johnny, Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, she's released a photo recently that appears to be photoshopped. Is this a scandal? Yeah, I've heard about that, Johnny.
Just after 6 a.m, the deepening saga surrounding Princess Kate and that botched Photoshop job on a family picture. Overnight, the Princess of Wales saying she's responsible for doctoring the image, publicly apologising.
I mean, it's just a photo of Kate and the kids, put out there as an act of goodwill to show everybody that she's still with us. Praise the Lord that she's still with us. And, well, that's basically all it is. Well, yes. But what got my attention, Johnny, wasn't the bloody photoshopping issue. Just explain yourself. It was how quickly everyone out there in the media or whatever jumped on the bloody conspiracy bandwagon.
At last you're beginning to understand.
Right, yeah, now you mention it. Yeah, as soon as photoshopping was announced, everyone got on there and had a good look at it and said, why? Why would this be photoshopped? What's going on? Who's doing it? Is this a real photo of their kids at all? All sorts of bloody bullshit that, well, yes. Johnny, do you mean to say that this highlights the amount of distrust out there in the community that just made me think how little trust, yes, trust, there is in the whole bloody government and leaders and the leaders of the institutions that are supposed to be running this joint?
This has been nothing short of a PR disaster, which has actually turned into something rather sinister. The conspiracy theories that have been rolling now on the internet ever since the palace released that first statement to say that Princess Catherine was having abdominal surgery have just blown out of all proportion.
It's just incredible, Johnny, how the bloody, the media and everyone jumped on it, and that was more fascinating than the whole bloody, photo stuff itself.
How do you know?
No, I meant members of the public who immediately latch on to a conspiracy as being the most reasonable explanation of a perfectly simple situation, I think are intellectually lazy.
How do we know you're not a conspiracy to make us all believe in conspiracies?
So, Johnny, is this a good thing or a bad thing? That people don't trust the government? Shouldn't we be not so trustful anyway?
But we're living in a moment where global authority is recognising that their monoculture is under threat.
And what they've basically discovered is because of free speech on the internet, they've lost control over the bumper rails around democracy when media was typically controlled or intermediated by the state.
So do you reckon something might be going on, Johnny? Some deep state thing going on in the background there? I just think it's a storm in a teacup. No, I wasn't thinking that at all either. I mean, the royal family won't be able to put out a bloody picture at all now without everyone getting magnifying glasses out and saying, I don't think that's really bloody Charles. That's a bloody dummy. And his missus, the Duchess of whatever, she's a bloody robot. That's what people will be saying. Well, I suppose that's true. I'll tell you this though, Johnny, this sort of shit wouldn't have been going on if the bloody Queen had been still alive. Yeah, she would have put a stop to all this nonsense.